against the methods trying to destroy the rest of your airships. You find yourself standing in front of the Grand Admiral, who speaks to you about the mission below. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see down below us is a complete hellhole of a war zone. We got harpies, we got dinosaurs, we got fire, and I do believe we have giant frogs. That being said, there is a poison cloud heading towards the main city of Dragonborn. Our job is to get as many of these airships into that city as possible and evacuate the civilians. Also, if possible, you will be trying to rescue General Mishandra. General Mishandra is the leader of the Dragonborn. She is a paladin, one of the bravest warriors we know, but we're having a tough time getting her to leave. She refuses to let the city fall. It is your job to convince her that the resistance needs her more alive than they do having a noble sacrifice. Basically tell her that today is not a good day to die. Okay, gentlemen, here's the situation. The enemy has lit fire to all of their fields and crops. There's a poison gas leading towards them. They are taking the beaches. The harpies are, in fact, taking their gunners, lifting them into the air and dropping them to the ground. Basically, you are looking at a complete and utter shit show. It is up to you to decide who you will save and exactly what task you will go on first. First of all, you have catapult. These catapults are shooting balls of fire into the city, causing many of the flames you see. As you see, you also have on the beach giant toads. There's no better way to put this, gentlemen. The giant toads, along with the velociraptors, are simply eating our troops. That is not a figure of speech. They are, in fact, eating our troops.
I nod violently.
I have my hammer.
See, they have a large battering ram, and they are attempting to knock down the wall of the city and encroach upon them and take over the city, stopping our attempts to make any civilians escape. We do not know if the enemy plans to poison the waters or not yet. There are many possible plans that we still have yet to figure out. So along with saving people, we also hope that you will be able to gain some type of reconnaissance on exactly what is the enemy's mission. Some of the other plans. Keep an eye out as reports suggest that many of them are in fact mutated and more powerful than some of the creatures you've seen so far. I'm afraid to admit, gentlemen, that little skirmish we had with the ice methods is only a taste of what the enemy has to offer. The rest is where it gets dangerous. But you are the best, you are the brightest, you are the strongest, and you will keep this land free. You will not allow the emerald eclipse to darken our sun. Anybody? Give me a hi, y'all! All right, guys. So talk amongst yourselves, figure out exactly what it is you guys want to.
Firstly, I reach over to the side of the room and turn off the TV.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ben. One more time.
I reach over to the side of the room and turn off the TV.
And I just had to go turn off the little podcast. I didn't realize that it was still on.
It really is a hellhole, I guess, and battle reports coming in background.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, I suggest we try to commandeer those catapults and use them for our purposes.
To stop the battering ram.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that too. These are the catapults, right? This is an awful color to point things out. So, what is this then?
It's also a catapult. I believe that's on a Triceratops, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, so this is our ship, right?
That's a troop carrier.
And
Ma-
the enemy catapults are right here? Question mark.
So I
Two
think
large
like
catapults.
anything like from here is ours,
Except the frogs.
except the
But
frogs. Yeah.
this is not yours. That's the
No.
enemy's,
Okay.
and they are shooting fireballs at the city.
That's what I thought.
We came up behind them
So we
because we
landed
came in from the
right
sea.
next to the catapults.
That troop carrier did. You can decide whether or not you guys are on that troop carrier or whether or not. Yeah, you matter of fact, you guys are on that troop carrier.
Yeah, we were
The
on the
airships are trying to fly in. They can't fly in yet because of the harpies and because of the catapult. So the aircrafts are a little bit higher for right now. Um, and they can't go in because those catapults can also hit the airships before they get a chance to pick anybody up.
Okay.
Understood.
What was that, Darren? You cut out.
No, I said understood.
Oh.
Is there what is the crew operating catapult, and is there anyone guarding them?
There is, in fact, a crew for the catapult. If you guys decide that, I actually have a map made for the catapult itself.
Okay.
But the answer to your question is you don't know.
Understood. Name. Save changes.
So the ram, they're using it to try to get in the city, or they're not letting people out because of that.
They are going to try to use it to ram into the city, break down the walls, and to actually encroach upon them. Those city walls are actually pretty high. The harpies are able to fly up and grab people and drop them, but the harpies don't follow commands that well. So they're not actually entering the city themselves. They're not actually picking up any goblins and dropping them. Not to mention the goblins don't trust the harpies to drop them politely.
Can I peek out and see how they're doing with the ram? If they're like really close to budging in.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception. Hold on, I gotta read what size says.
He's saying to enable names on our tokens.
Should we put our squads on that carrier as well? Or let's just hold until we decide which map we're going to.
You should be able to put your own name on your token by clicking on your token, clicking on the gear, and then name, save changes. Problem is that it's not set to default under our profile, edit, and then token.
The answer to your question, though, Darren, is yes, you can pull out your squads. You can also split them up into threes. Just make sure you tell me if you are, in fact, splitting them up.
I'm going to deploy them when we decide where we're going. So like if we agree to go at the catapult, or maybe if we split, because Zen, what do you think? Are you gonna try to delay that battering ram?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a good look at it first.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, with how they're doing.
Cool. So you use one of your eagle vision. We'll just say that you have some form of eagle vision, and you are able to see over the hilltop what looks to be the largest dinosaur or rhino you've ever seen. It has a smaller catapult strapped to its back, and it seems to be surrounded by several smaller creatures that at the moment you assume to be goblins. You can smell fire, and of course, you hear a regular screaming of death as you enter the island. You see soldiers from both sides sliced down, many warriors already having fallen. A dark miasma hovers over the camp and seems to sentiently be moving towards the city, which I forgot the name. Dragonsville.
And the ram, I don't see it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Um, Being led by a large bugbear is a battering ram. At the moment, it seems to be stuck in the mud, but goblins and some others are trying to furiously dig it out. You have no idea how long it will take them to do this.
All right. Um, weird animals outside. Goblins with a question mark on it, and they look like they're stuck right now with the battering ram. So that might not be a problem for now.
If we go over there, will we take fire from the catapults, do you think?
Most definitely if we go past them.
Yeah.
However, I am in agreement with Dar. We should take the catapults first,
Yeah.
take that off the playing field, and use them to fire upon the ram. Take out two problems in one go.
Yeah, I'm for that.
All right.
As you guys are speaking, as if in answer to your question, one of your drop ships carrying a few rookie soldiers starts to fall towards the ocean.
Oh, shoot.
Sadly, before it can hit the water, a catapult rock flies up and obliterates it. A few soldiers do manage to fly down, but as they hit the ocean, some of the giant toads and harpies greet them in the most violent way possible.
We are not gonna have an army when this is done.
Yeah.
Alright, man.
All right, so you guys are on top of the carrier right now. You have several other soldiers around you, and they are trying to hold off a group of velociraptors that are now coming into the middle of them. You'll have to clear through them before you guys can make it over to the catapult.
Understood.
All right.
So it's like we need to get on the field.
All right. With that, I'm gonna cast Long Strider on myself, and I guess I'm gonna run out.
Okay. All right, so your speed is what, 50 now?
Yes.
Good lord. He doesn't run out, he flies out.
Yeah. These are the velociraptors. They are those these guys. Yeah. It's a lot of them, but we have a lot of us. We can cut their numbers.
Lieutenant Shinyhead is the first to meet one of the velociraptors. He takes a swing with his sword and
Fellow hammerer.
That's
he
one
tries to
bad
swing.
battle with the sword.
Yeah, he tries to swing. Unfortunately, the raptor is just a little bit too fast. The raptors then surround him and they go ahead and take their strikes. Raptors have pack tactics, y'all. So that means that if there is somebody within 5 feet of them, they have it.
Advantage. That's a lot of tactics.
He is unable to dodge the first two's attacks as they lay into him with their claws. Um, taking him down, and he starts to become bloody. He
Hello?
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh,
You cut out for the tail end of that, Mike.
okay. Yeah.
Initiative.
Roll initiative. Okay.
Don't roll initiative.
Do not roll initiative.
Oh, do not. Oh,
Now roll initiative. I did not know that was still in there.
oh no, that was a new roll.
All right. So the Raptors actually get a turn again. Okay. Who is the luckiest among?
Luck may not be me.
Lucky meaning.
Okay, Sag, thanks for volunteering. Roll me a D100. If you roll under 40, then the Raptors don't notice you yet. The Raptors notice you.
If I roll under 40, oh damn it, man. That was just a 2 to roll. I was actually trying to roll high. I agree. Come face me.
Actually, they're on me.
Yeah, that's on X, not Psi.
Guys, don't forget your troopers, since they are out here as well.
Yeah. Mine are with me.
Okay, good.
If you have the time, you can probably label them as well.
We're on the coast, right? So what's
Correct.
the weather like?
Weather is actually a particularly sunny day. Considering all the bloodshed, it's actually perfect weather. About 60, it's about 72 degrees. A nice wind. Waves are crashing gently. It's about 12 in the afternoon.
Sounds like a party.
Good day to be on the beach.
Yeah, the beach at Normandy.
Could you guys do me a favor? When you pull out your troops, could you put your names on them so I can tell which ones are your troops? Because if not, then all these guys are about to make X have a really bad day. Actually, that's not true. X, you are going to take attacks from 2 Raptors. The rest of the Raptors will be attacking some of the guys close by. We'll do yours first, X.
Miss.
Okay, the first Raptor tries to strike at you. He slashes wildly again, and you manage to nimbly dodge away from him. The second raptor, however, um, using the you being off balance from his friend, misses with his first attack, but does manage to get a claw right into your hip. A light scratch, only dealing minimal damage. The rest of the raptors continue their assault on Captain Shaw. Captain Shiny Pants is still down to one knee. He's holding on, but barely. The wizard next to X steps up and starts to make an incantation. However, one of the raptors jumps up and strikes him before he can finish his words.
God damn.
And sadly, that wizard, before he even gets to utter one word, has his throat slashed and ripped out by the raptor. Blood flies into the air and splashes over the faces of our heroes. And now it is X's turn.
Alright, because it's my first turn. I'm gonna do 3 attacks. On I guess on these 3. Uh, uh and that.
Okay. All through. Wait, I'm sorry. 2 of those hit. One raptor eats 9 damage. The other raptor eats 10 damage.
Just 5 because I already had sneak attack on the other one.
Oh, okay.
And then my troops will just shoot, I guess, with the same 3. I'll have them shoot twice too. And then another one.
All right, cool. Um, you've taken out a good chunk of the raptors, and that brings us to Dara's turn.
Okay, my 3 squad mates are going to aim Vicious Mockery, 1 each, at the 3 nearest raptors. Try to break down some of that pack tactic advantage.
All right, if this hits, they will be attacking normally.
Excellent.
Since you'll be erasing their advantage with disadvantage, they will be
Yeah.
at regular attacks.
So they need to do 3 saving throws, and they take some
So
damage.
it's 3, 3, and 4, right?
Yeah.
But their saving throw is 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
10? Wow. Yeah.
Okay, that should not have been advantage. 2 of them passed. One of them did not.
Alright, that's still something. Myself, I'm going to cast Bless on myself, X, and the Minotaur. So that should
He has a name.
advantage.
By Minotaur, do you mean Zunkarat or do you mean his troops?
Him. I'm not seeing any name in the turn order.
No, I'm serious.
Yes,
Do you mean Zunkarat or do you mean his troops?
Yeah, him. not the
It
troops.
actually does.
He himself.
Okay, so you're on him and his troops?
No. The 3 commanders. Myself, Zinkarat, and X.
All right, that's fine.
Mhm. Alright, and I believe that should be my turn. unless I move. For my movement,
All
I'm
right,
just
Buckrat.
yeah.
It's now your turn.
Okay. So for now, is the map to scale as far as movement?
Yeah.
Okay. First thing that needs to happen, and I did split my troops. One of them has two, this one up top, and the other one has one. And you can check their HP, because it just mirrors that.
Yeah, that's right.
So, going to hash X here, just shove our way through to the battle,
Yeah.
flanked by all my cronies, who are going to take their attacks first. I guess the movement's going to be somewhere like that to fill in this gap here beside this warrior.
Actually, slight mistake. You can't reach that grass part yet. It doesn't look like it, but there is like a space, an area between the beach and that grass. So that's why he was able to see it from far away. But you guys really can't see that yet. You have to consider that to be like up the hill and a little bit away.
There is a soldier here, right?
Yeah, that's fine. So this guy can be like here or anywhere else. He just can't be right here.
Okay, so I guess it will look something like this. Okay, so these two guys on the bottom are going to take one attack individually, one each for these raptors here.
All right, go ahead.
Which one is not going at pack tactics?
And with their movement, they will have taken their dash action up here to use their bullhorns and just ram their way through. So that is 1 and 2. And they will be attempting to shove, which is a contest.
All right, let's see. I believe both of those actually hit. Yes, they do.
Excellent.
So the first one doesn't even get to try to shove back. Oh wait, I'm wrong. The first Velociraptor has about 1 hit point left. He's still gnashing and swinging, but he is going to try to stop from being pushed back. And he actually rolled an 11 first before he rolled his 6. And that gives him 9. And it doesn't really matter because he fails against the first dude anyway, so he does get pushed back.
Yep. And then the other guy that's supposed to be an advantage rolls a 23 for his shove.
And that other one fails, obviously, as well, because raptors are not strong. So both of those raptors get pushed back 10 feet, correct?
No, only 5. So these two guys get shoved back into the other clan.
Does it cast?
Okay, since it can be shoved back into another player's spot, they will go back 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the remaining group is going to ram into this one. Or let's have a look. A crit. Is that? It was a crit first, not at advantage though. The 20 stays, but
All right, no
that's the
problem.
damage.
So the next one rounds right into it, and you drive your horns directly into the raptor's throat. You hear a shrill screech as the raptor writhes in pain and falls dead on the Minotaur's head. Yourself, what are you going to do?
Damn it, push to talk. I am going to. Just going to throw out a lure, I think. Let's have a look. The nearest one is this raptor wounded.
That one is not taking any damage.
Okay. Which one has? Because this guy's dead.
Yeah, I erased all the dead people. For some reason, it put 1 hit point on everybody when I changed ones to 1, which is kind of frustrating. I don't know why I did that. Sadly, I must have picked the main one.
They are all linked to the same sheet.
Yeah, you can change that under settings and represents character. Just set it to none, and then that will be individual. But
All right. I mean, I'm actually tracking their HP, so the one you just pointed at has not been damaged at all. He's still at full.
okay. Actually, I have a short range on this, don't I? I'm going to click it first, just to get the range. It has to be within 10 feet, so whichever one is within 10 feet, being none, so just this one that's 15 feet away.
No, that's fine. You can take a step forward, obviously. You still have your movement.
Okay. I can't move into their space, though. So I guess I'll do this, since they won the shove.
Yeah, they're your teammates. If you need them to be out the way, tell them to move.
Because they still
Okay.
have their movement.
I can keep that roll. It's 3 damage. It's a little underwhelming, but
No, you already called it before that you were only getting the distance on it. Just go and roll again.
alright. It's still 3 damage.
Big improvement.
But the range is 15, not 10.
Yeah. I thought it was 10.
Oh yeah, that's right. You didn't even need to move. Yeah, he fails his strength.
And gets pulled right up to the other Minotaur, but it takes the damage.
So for whatever reason, actually I don't know. You go ahead and say what you say. If you say get over here, then that's up to you.
Oh, no. I didn't mean put it behind me. That's a great idea. Yeah, no, I can stay where it was.
All right, cool. And that brings us to the Raptors' turn. 3 of the Raptors move back into the fog.
Does the poison affect them?
Make that 4. The last Raptor, loses his advantage because he no longer has friends around him, but he is still going to take 2 strikes against Zunkarat for bringing him up here in the first place.
Now he's surrounded.
Alright. 1v1 me, lizard man. Let's fucking win.
Do both of those hit?
Both of them do hit. Yeah.
All right, so with the raptor jumps onto the back of his tail and kicks you with both of his feet, slashing against your cheek, trickles of blood coming over each cheek. You do not know whether or not this will leave a scar, but this does not certainly leave a good taste in your mouth. As I said, the other raptors have gone into the fog, and you have no idea what they're doing now, but you cannot see them at the moment. And that brings us to X's turn.
Okay. I am gonna move back here and take 2 swipes.
All right, with that first swipe, with that first swipe, you actually do knock the raptor down, and it dies at Zunkarat's feet. You see a glint in his eye. You don't know if it's a thank you or a F you for taking the kill away from him, but that raptor is in fact dead.
Cool.
I look down and say sorry, and then I'm gonna leave. And then I'm gonna make a perception check to see if I can see the raptors.
Actually, don't even waste your time. The cloud is too dark for you guys to see through. If you want to make a perception check to see what you think the cloud is, you can go for that.
Weren't we told that it was poisonous?
You were told that the guy thinks it's poisonous, but you don't know what it actually is. It could be smoke, it could be poison. You don't know the nature of it.
Okay, I'll make a perception check. Not 20.
Ooh.
So you've seen this before. It's very similar to an old bard spell called Stinking Cloud.
Really? Mike?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not necessarily yours, but yeah.
What level is that spell?
Okay. Do I see them? No, right? No, we don't.
You absolutely don't see them. However, what I didn't mention was while they were going back, they were able to drag some soldiers into the cloud with them.
Do you tell Zunkarat what it is?
One more time?
I'm talking to X.
Oh, I guess I yell, Stink Cloud.
One second.
And I guess I'll have my troops take random shots.
No, hang on. 1 second. Let me do this. I'll come within range, and I will. Where is it? I'm gonna cast that on it.
Oh, that cloud was already there.
It would not dispel.
Remember, you saw it when you were landing? That cloud was already there. You can't.
You
That's not a
use this
reaction. That's an action.
Yeah.
That's an action, so you have to wait your turn.
Oh, we're still in. Okay.
I'll have my troops hold their action then until they see more raptors.
Okay. And unfortunately, Sai, I'll tell you right now, don't waste your time on that because this isn't actually magical in nature. This is a chemically made stinking cloud.
Oh, okay.
I guess he could have made an arcana to figure that out.
He could have, but I just won't make him waste a spell on this one.
It's a pretty high.
So I'll let you sit on that one. You can put that back in your pocket.
Thanks.
You can swing at unseen enemies if you want. It is simply at disadvantage.
We don't have line of sight, though.
You do not. It's still possible to swing in their general direction, but yeah, it's a disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll just have them hold their turn or their attack action.
Okay. Dar, is there anything you would like to do?
I would like to the catapults. I saw one move. When we fire on it, do we fire at the catapult or do we fire at the crew operating it, or what is the protocol? Like, I want to know how many targets a catapult consists of. Mike? Hello?
All right. With that said, what would you like to do? Right now, Captain Shoddy Pants is on one knee and he's hurting.
I did not hear a thing you just said. Will heal Shiny Pants then.
Captain Shoddy Pants is on one knee. He is hurting. Um, you have a couple other soldiers over here with you, and of course, you have the Raptors in the cloud. Who have already kidnapped some soldiers.
I wanted to take a shot at the catapult. I saw it was moving though.
So you never heard what I said about the catapult, then, huh?
No, sir.
No.
Okay. The catapult is large. There's a such thing called a damage threshold. You guys will not be able to do damage to the catapult until you reach the catapult map. You won't be able to hurt it from far away. You'll actually have to get on the boat to dismantle or destroy it, or just take it over, whatever you decide to do.
Okay.
So we have to fight our way over to here. Is that a polar bear?
Yes, that is a dead polar bear. War as hell.
Oh my god, where are that episode
I
of
thought you said it was sunny.
Cloud is in the air, completely cloud, must make a constitution saving throw against poison, moderate wind. I don't want to go into that cloud. I'll just have my guys. They are gonna move up. They're gonna use their light crossbows each to take some attempted shots at the three raptors here. 1, 2, 3. So let me just give you those attacks.
All right, those are a disadvantage.
Yeah, no problem. Oh shoot. Disadvantage. Alright, well I'll just give you 3 more and you'll just take it in pairs.
All right, that's fine. We'll take the 6, the 6, and the 11. The two guys who hit the 6s, of course, miss. One of them does hit something. You do not know was a raptor or a soldier.
Oh, man.
Or are you going to do anything?
I don't have many options for sight, so I'm going to I'm gonna hold. Actually,
I don't know if you have access to the wind spell, but it still has that property of a cloud in case you did, even though I've said too much, but I don't think any of you guys actually have that. Prestidigitation is not powerful enough to blow this cloud away, though.
I would like to try something. I would like to use this. That's not a bonus action. Ugh. Alright, so I'm just going to use the light spell and light one of my arrows, and that will be my action for the turn. I can't do anything further.
Okay, cool. So blah 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 blah. What are you putting the light on?
One of my arrows.
What are you putting the light on?
One of my arrows.
Okay. Zunkarat, it is your turn.
Gonna give the other two a very disapproving look and say, "They call me Stormborn for a reason," and then he's going to let out a giant clap and send out a giant gust of wind towards the cloud.
Oh, you do have gust of wind. Okay. And let's see, does it dissipate it or does it just blow? Okay, we're just gonna say every one of those raptors is gonna fail that. They're not gonna beat that. Blah blah blah. Yep. Good.
Up to 60 feet. It is gone.
Oh, alright. I'll take my putt shots now.
His held action.
Yep, go ahead.
Review.
Nice.
Skill, your guys go ahead and they shoot off their arrows. One of the arrow goes into one of the unsuspecting and surprised raptor's heads, splitting right through its skull. The other one, although not as artful, also dies as one goes to its heart. And one sad, angry raptor stands, pierced and I'm sorry, one angry raptor stands as he watches his two friends die.
Dope. Can I make another perception check to see who got hit earlier?
It was actually one of the raptors. It was one of the raptors that died. Actually,
Okay.
hold on, let me see. Yeah, it was one of the raptors.
Alright.
Hey, thank you for your concern. That's very good of you. All right. And that brings us to this one little raptor. And he has seen enough. And he is going to run up the hill towards where you know the mud and the catapult are. He is running away.
It's the Z's troops. If they're gonna do anything.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. I
And,
apologize.
He's very close. Yeah. Goring rush.
And there might be another one in here.
As 3 minotaurs converge on the same one.
There's two.
Okay, the first one hits and kills it. As X mentioned, there is another raptor next to him.
Oh, well then split the attacks. That's fine. I didn't see the other.
Yeah, I didn't see him either. The first one gets hit by the second Minotaur, and that slash is going to put a big gash in his chest. However, the third Minotaur embarrasses himself, and the raptor actually leapfrogs over him as he runs into the bushes.
Football dive onto the ground. And that will be my turn, because Gust of Wind, actually, it's an action, but I still have my movement. But I can't really do anything with it.
Oh, you can go up.
Bonus
Okay.
action,
If he runs, you can get.
I
an attack
shift
of-
the wind their direction.
Yeah.
Just be.
Wait, can you do that on the same time?
It's a bonus action. I can change its direction before the spell ends.
Okay, so that means I need to roll strength for the frogs then. Oh. You have no idea how many enemies I have written up for this.
Good lord, that range. Oh, also, I'm gonna knock the kid who stole my kill into the water.
I'm okay with that. I probably deserve that. What's the save throw?
Mr. FDC 14. Yeah, man.
I'm okay.
Twinkle toes.
Damn it, where's my giant toad at?
I mean,
My hair's just parted on one side now.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This sucks.
Giant toads have 15 strength, so it is a d20 plus 2.
Yeah, I just have to put them on there. I can't believe I didn't actually do that. I swore I put the giant toad on here. Must have fell asleep when I did that.
That's fine. They're on the compendium, so you should be able to just SRD look them up and then drag the sheet, I think.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's why I thought I did it.
But that will be my turn if X wants to plan out what he's going to do now.
That raptor is going to suck up. That raptor is going to disengage and run away. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 of the giant toads do in fact make their saving throw. Oh, I'm sorry, there were only 4. Okay. Not to sound ominous. All right. So the Velociraptor is going to disengage and he's going to run away towards the fire after making a screeching sound.
Well, we chased him out of the frying pan. One, two, three, four. Oh.
Okay, so we now have you can see, you also hear a splash. As one toad that you didn't see does fall into the water. And did the other one pass? Oh, right. And then there's one more toad.
There's the fifth.
In water. Now the toads you see spit out what looks to be actually one spits out a goblin soldier and one spits out one of your soldiers. Fortunately, the enemy still isn't quite united into not hurting its own when they use some of these monsters. And that's about the only thing you have going in your favor right now. I'm actually going to roll initiative for the toads. All right, cool. So the toad will be going after Dar. And whose turn is it? Is it X's turn?
Yes, it is.
Alright. I'll run up. I'll do 2 swipes. Obviously, no sneak attack because no one's there.
All right. So you
have
Baz to show everyone that thrill of victory and the agony of defeat as you take your sword and you slash perfectly through this frog, and with your other one, feeling cocky, you flip your dagger into the air to try to stab him with it, but you catch the dagger by the wrong side
He
and
can
almost, cut your hand.
he can
Does no damage,
he can
but
add a one d
it's
four to that.
kind of embarrassing. Go ahead.
He can add a one d
What'd you say
four to
there?
that. He can add a one d
It's
four.
um. Did you? Oh yeah, that's right. The D4.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's still a critical fail. So it doesn't really even matter. Um, so it doesn't actually help that, but it doesn't work to stop the fail.
Hmm.
He would be able to add a D4 to his weapon attack if he wanted to. I forget. Does bless just affect attack, or does it affect the attack roll?
Because it might still hit the
Attack
frog.
roll.
If it was a 2, it would obviously add to it, but unfortunately, in this case, it is not.
Yeah, I don't
But
think
you
it's gonna
don't
make
hurt
it.
yourself. Yeah, but you don't hurt yourself. But let me see what happens to this froggy here.
Just 14 though.
All right, cool. You do 14 damage to the frog. Um, he is not a hoppy camper. He is
He's
not a
not
hoppy
happy.
camper.
Okay, I'm gonna
He
run
is not a
away.
hoppy camper.
And then I'll have my people shoot again.
All right, who are they shooting at?
The same one that I attacked. So that's 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, 2 of those hit, and that is going to be 10 damage, and he is still not hoppy.
Oh wait, I can make an extra attack, don't I? With my troops.
That you can.
I'll do it. 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, now that frog is.
That's my whole turn.
All right. And that brings us to. Gar?
Oh, I'm just gonna go somewhere else because that's all I have.
Oh, you're on the deck. You can see, can't you?
Right, and everyone is firing arrows, crossbows, sorry, at this guy.
All right. Since your guys got extra cantrips, your guys still have 1 attack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it'll be 4. Well, 3 of these for the troops.
Okay, all 3 of those hit.
And 1 for myself. Where is my thing? Right, and that'll be my turn.
And now for you, what are you going to do?
Oh, I also fired a crossbow.
Oh, okay. All right, and that brings us to the frogs. X, did you move away from the frog after you attacked?
Is it wounded? No one. Hello?
Alrighty, it is now the toadie's turn. So the first toad is going to attack one of, I believe, actually I'm not sure whose troop it is, but whoever I just pointed at.
Well, I'm the one closest to them, so it would be, yeah, mine.
All right, and they do get 2 swipes. That first one missed.
Sorry?
I assume that misses, right?
Yeah, it does.
What about that guy?
Yeah, those connect. AC 12 for the units.
Okay, so those guys need to give me an athletic check of an athletic check. It needs to be 13.
Athletics. Here we go.
Actually, what am I talking about? That first one's for 19. That guy's down, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. So forget about that. That guy's down. That brings us to our third frog. I don't believe he has an attack he can make, and the other one doesn't have an attack he can make. You do have 1 troop down. He's not dead. You can still save him with whatever your prayer for the dying or whatever it is you have. But he is going to have to start making saving throws, and he's going to have to make his first saving throw. Actually, what's his total hit points?
11.
What are his total hit points?
11.
11.
Yeah.
Double is killed outright, isn't it?
Did you say 11, Sai? Or his total HP?
Yeah,
No, that's
11.
not right. No. Because he started out with 12. What did you roll when you rolled to add to the HP?
Alright, it's 5 plus con, which is 2. That's 7.
Okay. So
Multiplied
you
by
added
3.
8 to there. So his total is 20. So he is not down. He is down to 1 HP. So now he
Okay.
does have to make that athletics throw,
Alright,
which he
passed.
but he only has 1 HP.
Okay.
But the good news is that frog can bite anybody until he kills them. So, yay.
Which is the one that I fired on? What condition is he in?
He's in pretty good condition. He's just angry. Oh, and I was wrong. The other frog is within distance to hit the guy that just got hit, and he's going to go and take a 1 swing at him and see if he can take.
Okay, that's clear.
Okay, so that guy survived that, right? He wasn't able to hit the other frog,
No.
and he didn't want to kick the frog outside. Okay, so not wanting to appear to be, into other frogs, the frog does try to take a swing, but not as well as he could, and the soldier somehow or another survives being stuck in this nasty, stinky toad's mouth. Zunk?
Oh, that's me? Oh. I was a little bit mixed up. Okay. So, first order of affairs. Have my troops go and surround the frog on the left. And there will be 3 attacks.
Oh, he's raging?
Hmm. Well, now that you mention it, might be a good time.
3 attacks, so I wasn't sure.
Yes, I will have them all burn one of the rages.
Okay, that's a minute, right?
Yes it is.
Okay, so 10 turns. Got it. All right.
Okay, and what they are going to do is they cannot take a... I guess they could technically, but I'm just gonna have them goring rush. One of them critically fails. Well, it started at the bottom and up to 21.
All right. The one does critically fail. He does not. Matter of fact, okay. Roll me a d20 by itself. Let's see if you critically fail twice. If you critically fail twice, okay, you didn't. If you critically fell twice, you would have gored Psy Soldier. However, you didn't.
Yikes.
I mean, he's ugly, but he's not quite Toad.
Exactly. Let me see. What does this AC? I think, yeah, players take ties, which is way too much information because now you know. So the second 2 do hit.
Okay, and those damage rolls do have +2 from rage.
All right, cool. So that's 13 and 9. And who did they hit? Did they hit the one that was holding on the Psy Soldier?
The furthest on the left, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna also have him take a con check to see if he can concentrate on holding on the Psy Soldier. I believe that's a 14, right? Or is it a 10?
Half of the total damage. So 22, 11.
Okay. Anyway, he fails and he drops Psy Soldier.
Yay.
All right, and what are you gonna do, Zonk?
That's a great question. Jeez, how many frogs are there? There's 5, right? Oh, there's 4?
4.
We're at 4 right now.
I guess I'll burn a spell slot. And I will lob a chromatic orb of lightning at the same target.
Okay, what damage type are you using?
Lightning.
All right. And that is absolutely going to hit. Really? Your 3d8 worth of damage was a 7?
Yeah.
Damn.
You're telling me.
You're not sure, but you could swear if a frog had thumbs and could sweat, then this frog would be wiping the sweat from its brow, relieved that this did not hurt nearly as much as it probably should have. I believe that brings us back up to the top of the order, and X.
Oh, also, I just want to bring up that whoever was bitten was swallowed too.
Yeah, that's what the Constitution check was for. That's
Yeah.
why he's put him back.
Okay. Well, I'll move up and I'll do 2 swipes.
Okay, and you do get your sneak attack on this one
Yes.
because he was, your friend's there. So that is 11, 22.
Isn't the sneak
Just
attack only applied to
23,
yeah,
right?
just the one. So 11.
Sorry, you're right. 19.
And then I'll take shots to the same one.
All right, hold on.
Don't want to get blown to the water again.
Oh, that's actually a good point. I cancel that spell.
All right, so your boys are going to try to shoot him. All right,
Yes.
they can go for it now.
1, 2, 3. Okay. And then so starting from the 21.
All right, about 4 arrows, I think, end up landing into the frog, and he falls.
All right, and then I'll move back.
Dar?
Right. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 vicious mockeries. 1, 2, 3.
3 vicious mockeries. That's a DC 10.
Yes.
Okay.
Split up even.
So the frogs would be going 1, 2. Sorry. 1. Anyway, you see what I'm talking about. Straight up.
Yeah. Which of these 2 frogs looks worse?
What was that last word, Derek?
Which of these 2 frogs look worse?
The frog you just touched hasn't been touched at all.
Alright.
And that frog is the one that's been hit at least once. So the one up front is the one who's been hit worse.
Alright, so the one up front, I'm going to do 2 things to him.
Let me roll their wisdom throws first.
Yeah.
Alright, so the first 2 fail, and they both take 4 damage respectively.
Can I use one of my bardic inspirations to make the third one reroll?
No, that's how Bane works, Sai. That's not how Bardic Inspiration works. Bane, he would actually have to subtract a d4 from his save, but Bardic Inspiration just adds to your own personal saving throw. So that would mean, like, if you had to make a saving throw, you could add a Bardic Inspiration to it, or if you had to add it to an attack roll, you could add it to that. But Bane is the one that actually stops him from making a saving roll by having to add or subtract from it.
Subtract, yeah.
So, like you said, the first 2 do take it, and that's 3 damage and 4 damage respectively. The third frog is fine. Now it's your turn for whatever you want to do to the first frog.
Alright, so the first frog, and then I'm going to use one of these to hit him with this.
All right, that is a hit. All right, cool. And that means it's the frog's turn. Am I correct?
The first frog, yeah.
All right. So that frog doesn't like what you did to him one bit. He looks dead at you, and with a goes, "Hey ho, you can't do that to me."
So they talk.
He does miss with his first bite. However, his second one is perfect. That hits you for um what we're going to call in the world a metric shit ton of damage. So that is 17 and ouch. Um,
33.
yeah, that hurts. Can you even take that?
Yeah, I can.
All right, Sai. So you get hit with 33 points of damage, and I need athletics check from you or strength, whatever's better. You can do athletics or acrobatics, whatever is better for you. You gotta beat 13.
Strength, I guess.
Okay, cool. You're not grappled. Are you still alive though? Because you
Yeah,
just took 33 hit points. I don't know what you.
I have 40.
Dear, you're alive?
Yeah, I said I have 40.
Oh, okay.
You keep getting it out.
Yeah,
It's
sorry.
hard to see
Wait,
that.
wait. You have a. Oh, you didn't put your new HP in because I'm looking at your HP is 33 still for a total. Or did you have 66 HP?
Are you looking at my units?
No, not your units. Your HP. How much HP does Dar have naturally? Because you just got hit for what was that
Yeah,
33?
I should have 7 remaining.
Okay, that's what I thought. Cool. Uncool is the fact that the next frog doesn't know that, and these are animals. So he is going to attack you too.
Meh.
This is where you need some luck, Si.
I think I'll be fine.
Nope. Definitely not okay.
Does the first one hit you though? Is the question. That's the
No,
important part right
the
here.
first one misses.
Okay. Second one I know hits. So that
Actually,
is minus.
the second one got hit with vicious mockery, right?
Oh, yes, he did.
Mm-hmm. So that misses as well. Haha. I would hope.
That just makes it a disadvantage, right? So he has to roll again. 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what does 18 do?
Huh? No, 18 misses.
Okay. The last frog is going to leap up, and he was not hit with vicious mocker. All right. So I assume the first one misses. The second one does hit, though, right?
Yeah, the second one hits.
All
I go down
right.
with the second one.
So you are down.
Yeah.
However, your troops are still alive. You are still able to give them commands. Oh wait, I'm sorry. They already did vicious mockery to start, didn't
Yeah,
they?
yeah. That's my turn is over.
Okay. That means it is now Zunkarat's turn.
Oh, is he swallowed, by the way?
No,
And down?
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
no. I
Um,
passed the athletics.
you know what? I'm gonna
I,
let you roll. Even though you're down, I
Alright.
am going to let you roll athletics or acrobatics to see whether or not you were able to get out with a last ditch effort.
Acrobatics, sure.
No, no, you have a choice. Well, never mind. You made it anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so you're still down, but you're not swallowed.
He was hit twice though.
Now it is Zunkarat's turn.
Okay. So he's down. I can move through friendly tiles, but can I occupy his?
I will let you move him back
Okay.
with a bonus action, though. That's a bonus action to move him back.
Alright, so one of my units is going to... Actually, this is... Yeah, works that better. Two are going to move through friendly and occupy his tile and move him back. And that does not get an attack of opportunity because it is still in this frog zone control. To go
Yeah, that's fine.
With that out of the way, I'm going to have them take their actions first to try to kill one of the frogs at the very... And that will be 3 attacks. First one's at 15, 20... Does it go down at any point? Hopefully.
Hold on. All right, so you did after the first one, right?
Yes.
All right, so he goes down after the second Minotaur hits.
Okay. Which... Could I retcon the third hit?
I will allow it.
Okay. So that Minotaur is going to try to stabilize.
No, no. I mean, I'll allow him to try to hit one of the other ones, but since he missed anyway,
that's what I thought. Okay. So he would have had to move up and take a swipe at the next frog. And
right. But that one missed.
Which makes it to my turn. So I'm going to twin a spell using one of my sorcery points. And that's going to be for catapult.
Oh, isn't that fitting?
Yep. As I lob 2 fairly good sized rocks hurling at these giant toads to try to get. And have to beat a dex throw, but I'm hoping since they're colossal.
Okay, let's see if they can do it. I think dexterity is one of the things they do have.
Well, shit.
Now, does twin mean that's 28 instead of 14?
Twin spell is basically, it has to target something else, so one of them goes to this one, the other one goes for the...
Oh, okay. Yeah, dexterity is something, they don't have it greatly, but they have a chance here. Alright, so Froggy 1 does take 14. Okay, and it doesn't say half damage, so I guess that means the other one doesn't take any damage at all. That's odd. For us.
Yes, because it misses outright.
All right, cool. So Froggy 3 is fine, and that brings us back up to X.
I will move and do the same thing.
Which frog?
This one here.
Okay, I do believe you don't get any sneak attack for that one. Am I right?
I do not.
Okay, so that is 16 damage to Frog.
Alright, and I'm gonna rain arrows again.
All right, let's see if they can do it.
I'll do 3 each.
All right, Star, give me a death saving throw, and you also still get to command your troops.
One.
You are able to. All right, no, that's a fail. You can either have them attack, or they do know. They do have medical. Wait, did we decide if the troops had medical knowledge or not, or did we decide it was only to the players? I don't recall.
If they have what?
I don't think it was ever decided. I don't remember that conversation.
Yeah, me neither.
All right. For right now, we'll say players have to stabilize you as opposed to your troops, because I think that would make it too easy.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you can still command them. They know what you would want to do, so they can inherently sense your order.
Alright, I will do 2 of these. So what is going to happen is that these 2 are going to
Okay,
cast
so the one's already at disadvantage. So this is only for the damage for him, and the second one needs to make his wisdom saving throw.
No, the vicious mockery is only for the next attack. It doesn't stay.
Ah, correct. Okay, so they both need to make it,
Yeah.
and they both hit it out of a park.
Alright, and they're going
What's
to
the third guy doing?
retreat. What is the distance? Yeah, they can get there. 1 second.
What did the third guy do?
The third guy is gonna disengage, and he's also gonna move back.
Okay. Wait. Only one of them can disengage at this point because the first 2 took actions with vicious mockery. So if the other 2 want to leave, they have to take attacks of opportunity.
No, they went next to the frogs. They were here.
Okay. Wait, what happened to your guy that was on 1 foot? He's the guy who disengaged?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Pay no
said,
attention. I don't know why he grew. Don't pay any attention to that. There's not a good reason why he grew.
It's fine. Next turn I do this, and it grows. Oh hey, I can shrink a frog.
Okay, X, you're going to need to give me athletics or acrobatics.
I fail. I am swallowed.
They
All
at
right,
disadvantage.
you also take 17 damage.
And they at disadvantage.
No, they don't.
No,
they
they
both pass.
Oh, right.
All right. So the one swallowed you for 17 damage. The other one decides that he's not going to kiss this dude either because frogs are really homophobic. And he's going to take his 20 feet to move towards you guys. You get no attack of opportunity, X, because you're swallowed for, yeah, I think it's obvious.
Whoa! Does it actually jump through?
All right, do either of those hit you, Zunkarat?
How does it get by my troops? They would take attacks of opportunity.
Where are your troops at?
They're on this line.
Okay, sure. Let them go ahead and take your swings.
Okay, that would be 3 attacks of opportunity from them.
That's not bullhorns, though. I need you to roll with their hammers.
They can use it as an attack action. It is a weapon.
Okay, that frog's dead. All right, that puts us to your turn, right?
After the frogs, yeah. That would make it mine. So my troops are going to try to get X outside of the giant frog. And I guess they will do the same. 3 attacks, 1 is a double crit.
Okay, so the first 2 do hit. I will have him make a Constitution throw to see if he continues holding on to X. The third one runs, trips, and falls into the water with a splash.
Yikes.
And he's taking a bath.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check to see whether or not he can get back out of the water. I will make it an athletics check of 12. All right, cool. So he's not drowning.
Pirate minotaurs can indeed swim.
All right, so you said that is half the attack for a Constitution check, right? Right.
Half or 10, whichever's higher.
In this case, it would be 10.
And X is a free man. And as a free man, it's also your turn.
He stabs himself. The pressure of being alive is too much.
All right. You do manage to hit him with your first one. Your second one, once again, you still haven't learned your lesson about throwing knives. Excuse me. And you throw this knife again, and it lands at your foot. Luckily, it doesn't hit you. Actually, roll a d20. If you roll number 1, then it does hit you in the foot. And you didn't. There you go. What are your boys?
They're just gonna shoot him again. 4, 5, 6.
All right, your arrows do go in the air. They land into the frog, and that toad is gone. You guys have killed off all of the toad.
Yay.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna move back and cast Cure Wounds on Dar.
Excellent.
All right. You are back up with 11 HP. The battle is starting to turn towards your side. You hear The rest of the enemies kind of sound a horn. Right now, we're ignoring the harpies. That'll be an adventure for another day. You don't actually see them yet. They're pretty much closer to the castle, but I didn't have that much room. The rest of the enemies, goblins and whatnot, either make their way towards where the harpies went, towards the boat, or towards the grass where you know that the catapult and the battering ram are. Which means that right now you have nothing between you and the boat with the catapults that's been bombarding the city.
Hmm.
So, what are you guys going to do? Right now, the beach is basically safe-ish. Your soldiers have taken it. The rest of the soldiers that you see standing around, including Captain Shiny Pants, are here. The enemies seem to have fallen back. You did hear that horn, but you know the enemies fell back after that. But the airships can't land yet because that catapult is still a problem, and of course you don't know what to do about the harpies. They're still a little bit out of your range. Obviously, the battering ram is still there with the dinosaurs and whatever going on, and the catapult with the two boats is still there. However, for right now, the beach appears to be safe-ish. Go ahead.
Try to get rid of the catapult.
Well, I mean, that's up to you. You guys have a chance. I mean, you decide what you want to do right now. Just go and talk amongst yourselves. In case.
That was me asking everybody.
That was the original plan, yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Also, how long has it been since I casted Long Strider?
It has probably. I actually wasn't even keeping up to how many rounds it is. Let's just go ahead and say that all the battles, all told, have taken an hour.
Alright, the Long Strider is gone.
We are out of combat time.
You are not in combat at the moment.
How you holding up, Dar?
There is something I'm just checking here to try to do. 1 moment, let me see this. Right, I could do with some healing. How are you guys?
I am half HP.
Alright, so can we spare 10 minutes?
I will roll and I'll let you know. Do you guys want to try to take 10 minutes to cast that super duper healing spell?
What is that spell? Mass Healing Ward?
Nah, it's prayer of healing.
Alright, I just rolled to see whether or not you guys could. I'm not going to give you the answer, but you are free to try.
On you, healer. Because right now, you're the one who needs the most help.
Also, I mean, you guys do have soldiers around you. Whether or not you think they can keep watch is kind of up to you. You might have enough time for a short rest. But once again, I rolled something. You don't know what it is, and I can't tell you whether or not it is safe for a short rest.
It's not a short rest. I just need 10 minutes to do this. I'm gonna go ahead and try it.
All right. All right.
So I get to choose 6 people to apply that to. So obviously that's myself, X, 11 plus 19, that gives me 30. My soldier that's on 1 foot, I'm giving him 1. And Ziggurat, of course. That's 2.
That's everybody's surgery.
Yeah. I do have an extra 2, so I can the Captain Shiny Pants. I can bring him back up to full, as well.
All right, cool. So everybody's back at full health.
Yeah. Well, my units are. I can use a little more, but I'm good.
Okay. Did you make sure you marked off your spell slot?
Yeah. So that's level 2 spell slots. Level 2.
Okay. You guys go through the next few minutes without any interruption. So you were able to do your spell. None of the enemies came back. In fact, it's quiet. Very eerily quiet. As the cliche would say, too quiet.
Did the sound of the battering ram stop? Or start?
You can still hear drums in the distance, but your current issue are the twin catapults on the boat. At this moment, you have a few extra soldiers, including Captain Shiny Pants. But you also have them and a clear shot right now between you and the boat. What are you guys going to do?
We're
Go
going
ahead
for
and
that
talk about
catapult. You said there are twin catapults on that? Catapults on it? Because did
Yeah,
one leave
There's
earlier?
only one right now. I don't know why there's only one right now, but there are 2 on it.
Oh, well, we saw one leave a while ago, so we weren't sure what that was.
Yeah, it didn't leave. It just was a mistake. There's still 2 on.
All right, so let's storm that boat.
All right. Is that deep, by the way? Is the water deep?
It's an ocean.
I assumed we would use the armored transport.
I'm not assuming anything. You guys are role players. Role play. You tell.
No, I'm saying to EX that I assume we would use the boat.
Oh no! Don't ask me. Talk to each other.
Yeah, I said that to him.
Oh, are they that close? I'm asking out of character right now. Like, are they really that close right now?
They are. Yeah, they're that close. The water is deep enough. Well, the water is funky. It's like a river. The currents are strong, and it's difficult to tell what parts are shallow and what parts are deep. It would be probably too treacherous to try to swim outright. But you do see you have a couple of boats on the beach.
Oh, I didn't even notice those. All right.
What'll it be?
I think I'm gonna take a boat.
Okay. I guess we'll do that too.
I'll follow suit. As we all load into boats, going after a catapult. What could go wrong?
Oh yeah. We'll just assume
All
that,
right.
that my troops are on the boat. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. There's enough room for them, if that's what you want to do. I need everybody to roll me a perception check. That's everybody.
1 sec. 20. Not a natural 20, but still.
You guys notice as you start to push the boat that the waves on part of the beach seem to be intensifying. Does anybody have nature?
Yes.
Roll it.
Not very good.
I'll actually let you do this advantage. Try to.
Nope.
Okay. You don't see any fish or any other sea life where you see the ocean intensifying.
I'll keep rowing.
Well, it shouldn't be that far to the catapult platform, should it?
You just said should it. That's not a question.
In terms of
You
time.
cut out, Darren. Could you repeat that?
Yeah, in terms of time, like how long is this taking us to get to the boat? To the platform?
Oh, it'll take you about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes to get from the beach to the boat.
Are the waves a threat to the rowboat?
Um,
You said
they
intensifying every time.
at the at the moment, you guys are fine. Your troops are able to kind of brush against them. I will ask each of you to do an athletics check for yourself and one that covers all of your troops. So that's two athletics checks each.
Okay.
Would it be possible to cover my ship's transport with this?
No, you can't shape an ocean.
I can
guidance.
shape part of it.
5 foot would not be enough to really help out in this one.
Okay.
Guidance will work, however.
Yeah.
But
It's athletics, you said, right?
yeah.
Maybe
All
I
right.
have to.
You guys go ahead and roll your athletics. I will tell you what the total was and whether or not you guys beat it. Okay, so for that round of rowing, you guys did manage to not capsize. Everybody give me another perception check.
Okay.
I'm rolling like shite.
Oh.
Better than me.
In that case, I'm gonna use this again. Did I click it? Yeah.
Okay. Your boat, Darren, you notice that the Dar notices that the boat seems to be slowing down despite how hard you guys are rowing. You're not gaining as much speed as you should be.
Do I see any turbulence or signs of life under the water?
What you see on the water is, in parts of it, the water is very choppy. However, in other parts of it, it is deadly still and extremely dark. You can't see very far beneath the very surface of the water at all.
Can we go around it? Can we go around the
All right,
dark
guys,
obstruction?
what are you guys going to do? Talk to each other.
Guys, there's something
I'll
in the
keep
water
rowing.
here. Yeah. I'm
Since I
encountering
don't
some
see
resistance.
anything.
There's something in the water ahead under the boat. Do you guys see anything?
I can send out a 5-foot diameter cube underneath my rowboat to change the opacity and try to see if there's anything under there. Not very far down, though.
All right, you do that, and then I will allow X to roll perception at advantage. All right, X. As he moves the cube of water, what should be much clearer now seems to be colored by inky blackness.
how wide of an area is the inky blackness? Can we row around it?
The inky blackness is more or less spreading. It is thin, probably about the same thickness as the water itself. So, what you're able to tell is, from what you're able to see, it is not goo-like. It's just like the consistency of ink.
I'm just waiting for somebody to scream, Kraken!
I actually want to shout out to Zankarat to ask him if he can send some lightning down under there and see if that clears it up.
I'm sure it'll flare something up.
Like these boats.
Are we
Can't
closer to the
control where
platform?
it goes once it hits the water. How far away from the boats are we now?
Oh, I'm sorry. While you guys were rowing the turbulence of the water, you guys are not really making any
progress
headway at all. Yeah.
Well, shit.
Anything you can send down there, Zankarat? Alright, what about if I try... Anybody want to try anything, or does anybody want me to not try something?
Well, what do you try?
Well, I'm asking them if they have anything else in mind before I, try what will basically be an attack.
What are you attacking?
Well,
I'm guessing it's going to be a thunder wave.
No, the way this works, it's a flame-like radiance descending. So, like, I can direct it to descend.
What does the end of my first sentence say, Darren?
Huh?
It's flame-like there.
No, not that it's flame-like. What is the second half of that first sentence?
A creature?
You can see. So we can't.
So I can't aim it at the inky mass.
It's the water.
The inky mass is just water. That is not a creature.
Try light if you want to see what's under there.
Alright, well, remember the arrow that I touched with light? I'm gonna shoot it into the water.
That's a good shot.
Okay, that's fine. As the arrow pierces the water, you see that, as you suspected before, this part of the water does seem to be covered with a cloud of ink. Does anybody have any idea why there might be ink in the water? Does anybody have a nature high enough to figure out what that might be?
I can try. Oh,
Well, let's see who has it first.
Gonna thumb over to X.
I mean, I don't have a very high intelligence, but I'll roll it again.
That's your department.
Okay, cool. You remember that this type of ink comes from, the only way this type of ink usually appears in the water is it's usually an escape device of either squid or octopi.
That's what I thought.
In other words, it's a kraken.
we were trying not to say the word out loud.
It's not a kraken.
It is a
big
kraken.
octopus.
It's not a kraken. However, as the arrow pierces through the ink, you don't see any creatures underneath that spot of the ink right now.
Can I arcana why the water is resisting us if there's only...
Yeah.
Oh, actually going with the nature check, you also get that the waves are only going this far if something large and powerful enough is pushing against you. It is not magical in nature. However, since you guys have figured out what's going on here, I will let you guys roll initiative.
Oh no.
Wonderful.
Stuck with that 10.
$18.
Alright, Zunkarat is leading the charge.
It does say crack it.
It's not a kraken. I don't know how you wrote the word kraken on there, but it's not a kraken. Luckily for you guys, he didn't roll very well, so everybody gets to go.
Question, because the current is blowing or is going this way, does that mean if we're not rowing, we're actually getting pushed towards the shore?
Row the other way.
Let's just say right now you're on a boat. You're on a boat. Anyway, right now you're on a boat. I don't know whether or not you're getting pushed, but no, you're not getting pushed back towards the shore. You are not in the middle of the ocean, but you're not close enough to row back towards the shore, and you're not quite close enough to sneak past this thing towards the boat. You're in the middle of the water.
Okay.
What race is X? Is he a human or an elf?
I'm human.
Human, shit.
What's up?
I was gonna say, what are the odds that a rowboat filled with 3 elves is going to exceed 500?
Look, it's advanced weaponry. This is an advanced boat. It is able to carry all of your soldiers.
Oh, no. Wait, I thought these were just regular rowboats.
Oh no, everything's advanced. This isn't regular D&D time. That's why you have flying ships.
Well, damn. Because I was just gonna levitate his boat out.
Think of it as Final Fantasy. Can you levitate the thing up?
The squid?
Yeah,
I can't see it, though.
Wait, you don't see it?
I mean, I see it on the map, but I thought you said that there was just inky blackness. Has it shown itself?
Oh, no. But you do know it's underneath you now. But no, he's underwater at the.
okay.
And I couldn't get far enough in the water with shape to see it either. So it's further than 10 or 5 feet. Which means I have to pass my turn. I can't do anything.
You can swing at him at disadvantage if you have ranged weapons.
I mean,
Would it
I-
help?
I guess this counts.
Darren, what's your
What?
question?
What depth of water are we in at the moment? I'm
Yeah.
wondering if we can see my lighted arrow down under there at all.
Your arrow?
Mhm.
How far does your arrow go? 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
No, you can't see the arrow at all right now.
I was hoping that we could that I could probably light up the area down there for you guys.
Well, I guess I cast out a lightning lure. at disadvantage, which doesn't count because it's just strength. Have to be able to see it.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, so yeah, that one doesn't count. You can try something else besides that. And don't forget, all your soldiers are still here too.
Oh yeah, that's
without
true.
sight, without sight, we can't do anything.
Well, you have disadvantage. It's not great, but you know, you have a shot in the dark, the pitch black
Well,
dark.
at this point,
Fair enough.
I get this up.
3rd level, wow.
Just gonna reach in the sky, and all of a sudden, a giant black cloud appears and starts arcing bolts of lightning into the water. But for now, since it is still in ability, it still needs sight, doesn't it?
No, you just need to tell me exactly where you're dropping this, and we'll see whether or not the octopus is still there.
For whatever's blocking the boat. So probably right in front of us.
Yep, just in front of us, probably 20 feet
All
away.
right, so go ahead and point for me where you think you want to drop this.
Well, I mean, I saw where the squid is.
No,
So,
no, move them.
in front of us, I guess.
Okay. Screw it, whatever.
How far?
I didn't
are we?
actually move him. I didn't actually move him away from there, but I'll just be a sport and let him make his dex saving throw. Which he does in fact make.
Shit. Well, that's my turn.
Well,
My guys.
Your boys don't have any ranged weapons?
No, they do not. They have Warhammer.
Ah, okay. So that means it is Dara's turn.
all right. I am going to hold my action for if it surfaces. The conditions are that once it surfaces and I can see it, I'm going to use Sacred Flame on it. My squad are going to take shots with their light crossbows into the water at disadvantage.
All right, go for it.
Same basic principle. Trying to hit whatever's blocking the boat.
All right, and that brings us to X.
Do the same thing. And for my troops too. Oh, sorry. So that's an 18. And then this is 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Oh, it takes half damage if it succeeds, anyways. So it still would have taken 6.
Well, let's see. It's going to take 11 from X. So that is 5 plus 5 plus 4. So 14 damage.
That's my turn.
All right. Um, as the you hear a little bit of quiet, and then all of a sudden on your boat, you hear a loud creaking as tentacles go on either side of the rowboat you're on right now, and yeah, they rip your boat in half. It rips your boat in half, and it is still underwater. Back to the top of the order.
Whose
You
boat?
guys are all swimming. The boat you're on.
Oh, my boat. Okay.
Wait, weren't you all on the same boat?
No.
No, we took. I think we took 3 different ones. Did we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well, in that case, one of those hits was for one boat, and the other one was for another one. It's just taking water. Um, all right. Sai is 1, Zen is 2, and then is 3. But the first roll is, well, we'll see who that's for. The one that got destroyed is boat number.
Me.
Okay, and the boat that is taking on.
Still me.
Okay, that obviously doesn't count.
Damn it.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Yeah,
Technically, both happened.
yeah. And that's Ben's boat. Ben, give me a con throw for your boat. It has to beat 15 since it has like 4 big ass, heavy ass minotaurs and it's taking water. So give me a con saving throw to beat 15.
Okay. Really? With a +6, it's still 8. Okay.
God
I
damn.
feel it.
All right, so Zen and his troops are swimming, and Ben and his troops are swimming. And that brings us to the top of the order. Zunkarat, it is your turn. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I can't believe I forgot to do.
Nah, bitch, I'm out. I'm not swimming.
It was on
I
the
shoot.
system. There's no need to.
I shoot.
Yeah, see asterisks.
Straight up in the air, 20 feet. And because Stormborn, I get to use 10 more if I can get Tempest. So I am now 30 feet up in the air.
All right, cool. Hold on, I have to go right to the restroom real quick. And your troops, they still can't take any actions yet, right?
No, there's it.
All right, Star, think about what you want to do. This thing is not surfaced yet.
Yeah.
Your troops can go ahead and just roll for their advantage or disadvantage or whatever.
Oh, can you turn the music down?
You can do that.
You can
on
turn it
your
down.
side. It's the gear, the far right, and then master music.
Oh, right, gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to see if I can pick you guys up.
Yeah, I'm useless in the water.
Yeah, and with people in the water, that kind of cuts down on the amount of attacks we can put into the water anyway. I will have to find out from Mike if that can be done in one turn. I also hope. Well, he assumed that we were all in one boat, so I'm also assuming that one boat can pick up everyone.
Yeah. One thing that's pretty bad, though, I can only sustain one concentration spell, which means my storm is now gone.
I think it's better like that.
I can take other actions up in the air, though, so.
Oh, but
All right, so I
Tempest-
was in the bathroom. What else did you decide to do?
Well, I want to pick up Zen because no, sorry, just X. Ziggurat, you levitated
Oh,
your
you're trying to
boat.
get exit to your boat?
Yeah, X and his people. I'm gonna try to get them into my boat. Yeah, Zankarat, you levitated the boat, so you and all your troops are up in the air.
No, only myself. Because it cannot exceed 500 pounds. And it's only a single target, and my ship is taking on water. Actually, that's a.
Yeah, you can levitate the boat itself.
It's an advanced boat. I don't know if it weighs more than 500 pounds with all of us in it, though. Oh,
Your
my.
boat is just enough to keep the weight of the rest of your minotaurs without you in it.
Okay. So they can keep the boat, but I'm.
Yeah, we're not swimming at the moment.
Okay.
All right. Well, X is my first stop to fish him and his men into my boat.
Okay, that's going to be your action.
Yeah. All right. That is pretty much going to be my turn because I don't have a
Give
bonus
me
action.
a D100. You have to roll beneath 70. That's all you have to do is roll beneath 70 to see if everybody can fit onto your boat.
Oh man.
Nice.
There you go. Everybody's on your boat.
There's lots of space here. Lots and lots of space here.
All right, X.
Do I still have some movement left?
Oh, is it? Oh, right. It's my turn. Okay. I'm gonna tell Dar.
Yeah.
If you can drop a light down there, it's gonna be useful. And then I'm gonna take random shots again. Whew. 220s. What?
Is light a bonus action?
Oh no, that's for his next turn.
Okay, cool. That hit does manage to hit the thing though, so that's good enough.
And then same thing for my troops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, so I'm gonna let you have full damage. Everybody else who managed to hit gets half damage. You, however, will get full since you did manage to crit on him. All right, cool. That is 24 damage on the octopus.
Very good.
All right, cool. Roll your sacred flame, Si.
Oh, it surfaces?
I know I just need to see what the DC check is on it. So roll your sacred flame. Si, could you tap Sacred Flame for me so I can see what DC he needs to beat?
It's 15. He did.
Oh, I didn't realize it was still scrolled up.
Ugly fella.
Oh, he does take that hit. However, all right, he takes that hit, but he. Go ahead. What were you trying to say, sir?
No, I'm saying okay.
Okay. All right, so he's going to take 2 hits at the boat, and then he's going to take 2 hits at 2 random people on the boat. I believe that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. You and Zen are 7 and 8. 1 through 3 are Zen's troops. 4 through 6 are your troops.
Gotcha.
All right, that's the first hit your boat took, right?
Yeah.
All right, your boat is taking water. Go ahead and give me a con check. You have to be 15 to see if your boat stays afloat.
Sure.
Okay, so with one mighty crack, the kraken goes and breaks through your boat. It starts to fall to pieces with little pieces of driftwood, barely keeping your boys above the water. You can use this driftwood to float a little bit, but it will make sure that you have disadvantage on your attacks. That goes for everybody. So that means even if you surface, you guys will still be at disadvantage. The next 2 attacks, and I will roll 2 d8s to see who those go for. Okay, that is on Dar.
Wow.
I believe that misses, though, correct?
Yes, it does. Yep, it does.
All right. I forgot. Who did I say? 4 through 6 were. Did I say that was Dar's, or did I say that was X's?
I
That
think
was
would,
Dar.
yeah, that would be mine.
Okay. And I believe that hits your boys, right?
Their AC is 12, I think. Yeah, he gets hit.
Okay, I'm gonna need a DC. I'm gonna need a strength check of him to beat 16. That's a failure. And he is actually going to drag that troop underwater. That brings us back up to the top of the order. Darren, roll me a d4 for your troop. If he hits an odd number, then I will roll a d. All right, cool. He managed to hold his breath.
Okay.
Top of the order.
That would be me. So, from the air, I'm just gonna point to my guys just like away from the Kraken because they have nothing equipped to do anything. I want them moving away from it.
Okay. So they still have little pieces of boat left. They could swim next to it and try to hit him if they wanted to. That's an option.
Not all. They're gonna get dragged under now. Melee weapons are not good.
All right.
We are not good.
So you're gonna have them swim away. Are you gonna do anything yourself?
From the air, I'm going to. It's still not. I will hold an attack action for when it surfaces.
He's surfaced right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then I will launch a lightning chromatic orb. I hope this is better than my
Before you
last.
do that, I mean you can do it, but I need you to roll me a con check. You have to beat a 10. Assuming you're still floating, right?
Yes, I am. I can sustain a concentration spell unless I get hit by something.
If you have a concentration spell, don't you have to roll to maintain concentration if you try to do another spell at the same time?
No, you only if you cast another concentration spell, the other one breaks. You only roll a con save if you get hit.
So my lightning storm, that's gone. I'm using chromatic orb.
All right, cool. How many spell slots do you get?
That will be. I have 4 first level. I'm on 2, so I'll have 1.
All right, cool. And that 14 ties him, so he does take 14.
Sweet. That'll be my turn.
Dar, what's up?
What? I don't know if it's possible to see that guy. Everyone is. Yeah, here's what's up. Everyone is going to take. If I shoot crossbows at him, do I do that at disadvantage?
Yeah, everybody's swimming right now, so everybody is at disadvantage because they don't have firm ground to stand on.
All right.
They could try to swim back towards the shore. You would have to dash to make it back to the shore.
Yeah, everybody's in my team is gonna do that. We can't win a battle out here.
All right, so your entire team dashes back towards the shore.
Yeah,
Except
minus one.
All right. And that brings us to X. Would your guys like to do the same?
Yes, and then for my bonus action, I'm using my last first level to cast Hunter's Mark.
All right, cool. So you guys also dash towards the beach.
Right.
That will bring us to the Kraken. Ben, how far away did your guys move?
They're going back to shore, so same as stars, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's on shore right now, and okay, everybody's on shore right now. So the Kraken goes back beneath the water, and that's where we'll end today's game. The Kraken goes back. I mean, not the Kraken. He's not a Kraken. The
You
giant
said it.
octopus goes back beneath the water. Your hunter's mark stays. All that good stuff. You guys are on the beach, and now you know that you need to get to this boat, but you're gonna have to figure out what the hell you're gonna do about this giant octopus in between you and this boat, and that'll be on Tuesday.
Okey-dokey.
Well, we got our asses kicked.
Yeah.
It's the boats. If we could have kept the boats, we had a chance, but it was smashing the boats with the first attack. So we
How
had
much
nothing.
damage did we deal to it?
You actually dealt a lot of damage to it, but he had like 130 hit points. He doesn't have that many anymore. So he is damaged, but he is definitely still alive and kicking.
feel like I should have stayed, so he stayed up in the water.
Uh,
I mean, I could have done a lot of damage to it from the air, but not 100 points of damage. So it was gonna wind up that way, one way or the other.
All right. Keep in mind that I will let you keep, since you just set your hunter's mark. If you guys decide to take a short rest, you can, and your hunter's mark will actually still be on him within that time. I know it says up to an hour, but we'll let it sit on there for that time. So you guys can decide what you want to do. You can even take a long rest because you still have tips. Obviously, the octopus isn't going to walk on the beach. Well, first off, go ahead and talk about it. Like I said, this is next week, but you guys just saw a giant octopus between you and these catapults.
well,
What the
this
hell?
this troop carrier, what's it made of?
Oh God. Oh
What's
man,
your
you're actually to the minutiae of the game. Okay, this world is close to slightly steampunkish.
Mm.
Honestly, you heard the Final Fantasy VII song playing. You can
Yeah.
actually think of it somewhere between like Final Fantasy VI's and Final Fantasy VII's time. There definitely is like technology. There aren't quite trains. Everything that you see is a mixture of magic and technology. Uh, this is not made out of steel and metal like it looks like it might be, but it's also not made out of wood. It's something in between. Um, Definitely can't pierce it with arrows for sure, but cannon fire, ballista fire could have some type of effect on it. The
Mm.
boat with the catapults, however, is just a boat.
Wait, so it's made of wood?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna light it on fire. and call
Yeah,
it
that's
a
yeah,
day.
that's what I was thinking too.
it's magical wood though, so that might not work.
How far away is the Kraken from the shore? Like, can we fire something long range at it?
I mean, not when it goes underneath the surface.
Could
One
we
of
have
those
made
things- Go ahead.
Could we have made the jump from here to here?
Ah, that's a good question. I guess you'll find out next Tuesday. That's something to definitely think about.
Alrighty then. We will consider that.
And there's probably more raptors because we left one alive.
Well,
Is
Yeah,
that
but
so?
who knows? But who knows if you're gonna have to deal with them on the beach? They
It'll
might
bring
just stay
back
in the
up.
forest area.
They asked for help. It's like Jurassic Park.
Hey, at least you guys got rid of the giant toads.
I got swallowed.
I died.
Oh, you went down. You didn't die.
It's almost the same thing.
Oh snap! I forgot. One of your soldiers is still underwater.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, as long as he's there, the Kraken cannot attack anyone else. But we can't do anything to the Kraken as we are.
No, he loses one of his attacks, which means he can still swing 3 times, but he can't use the other one unless he, uses your soldier as a blunt instrument, which would be rude and entirely possible.
You can hold your breath underwater 1 plus your con mod, right?
It is technically impossible to drown. I'm sorry, it is functionally improbable to drown in 5e.
Okay.
What are the odds the octopus eats him in that time, though? It's not the water yesterday.
That is a problem. So that will, of course, weigh into whether or not you guys want to take a rest or not.
I don't want to take a rest. That's just me.
Well, talk about it, guys. I mean, yeah, this is definitely a high-end role-playing time. You need to decide whether or not you want to take a rest and get some powers back, get some health back, whether or not you want to hurry up and try to save one of Dora's soldiers, whether or not you want to try to unite the rest of those troops over there to see if you can use the troop transport to try to get to this thing, or circumvent it all the way and see if you can just get to the catapult thing. But you guys need to discuss this. This is all up to you.
You see, the problem
Do it
is,
in character.
even with
Bill.
our full spell slots and everything restored, we need to figure out if we can interact with this Kraken or not. Because even if we do waste the time to recover, what will we be able to do then that we couldn't do now?
Because if we take a long rest, we're gonna recover, but so will the octopus or kraken. That's why I don't want to take a long rest.
Yeah. So it's still a matter of how can we get at that thing. If we can't, then that soldier dies.
I'll take the risk of jumping.
Cool. This is your first moral dilemma, and it happens on a cliffhanger.
We can take out the boat, but that's not going to get his man back. So even if we do jump onto the next ship, we will have to secure the ship and then the Kraken, or go out and just face the Kraken. Because it's a whole nother ship with its own manned crew of we don't know. Presumably works.
Yeah, that soldier's gonna die. We don't have a way to save him.
That's your soldier.
Leave him.
It is a war.
I mean,
We could lose a few more soldiers going after it.
yeah. I mean, the Zonkarat's men were at risk as well. We could have lost some of them. You were in the water as well. We weren't looking too good. Can this personnel carrier maneuver? Does it have like a crew that can get us closer?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to how I feel about that yet. Because I know it has the bridge out for your soldiers to pour out of there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's Captain Shiny Pants.
Yeah.
And I haven't come up with a character for Captain Shiny Pants, or obviously a real name yet. So that's definitely something to think about for next week. That sounds like a plan that I might let happen.
Yeah. Because we'll need that carrier. We need something on the water. We have to even the odds a little bit.
Cast light on all of my arrows.
I'll gladly do that. In fact, if I didn't have to make that decision to leave, that was the next thing I was going to do. To light up an arrow and stick it into the Kraken, so that the Kraken would always have a lighted arrow in it.
If you can light it up, X and I can blow it out of the water.
Yeah. It's no problem for me to, outside of combat time, it's a cantrip, so I just can light every single arrow you have.
Are we keeping track of arrows, by the way?
I don't really see any good reason to.
Okay. Because
And
go ahead.
I'll let you be technically out of combat time, although honestly you're not, because if a Kraken could surface and walk on the water, Kraken, damn it, the octopus could do that, then he would. You know what? Whatever. We'll let you light your cantrips. I'll allow it. You can light your all those cantrips with light on them. That's fine.
Yeah.
That actually sounds like a pretty cool idea. So I'll allow it just because it's a good idea.
Yeah. So I'll be like at a makeshift little desk or a rock or something, and people will be stepping up in a line, and I'll just be lighting arrows. That we'll do
So
that
how do you
instead
guys?
of we'll do that instead of the rest that you were offering us, which wouldn't take
Oh,
us
I didn't
long.
offer you anything. I was just what your options were. Um, so how do you guys feel about your first cliffhanger, where you're gonna have to decide whether or not you sacrifice a soldier's life, and then try to figure out how the hell you're gonna beat this octopus?
Well, according to what you decide for the carrier, um, we'll have to know then, because there's like a lot of unknowns in the situation, and it's a risky thing. I mean, what are we gonna do? Swim out there and try to hit it?
That sounds like our only option, really, if we want to take out the Kraken.
To swim out there? Are you
Well, don't
kidding
forget,
me?
next week you will have the option to talk to Captain Shiny Pants. I guess it's a good thing you saved him, because there would be no way any of you could pilot this thing if you hadn't.
Yeah.
Why was the pilot in the thick of the combat? That sounds like a bad life decision.
It was a bad life decision, but he is Captain Shiny Pants, and sometimes he just wants to get out there and make some noise.
Yeah. So
Just make noise.
Yeah, sure, just make noise.
I mean, he got his ass kicked, so
I was gonna heal him rather than Dar,
yeah.
but Dar died first, or went down first.
But he did live, and you guys did manage to save him.
Mhm.
So hopefully he's feeling good, and he might lend you his ship.
Well, we just need a ride, because my thinking is, if he can get that transport to board the catapult platform, yeah, we'll have to take over that platform and then try the catapult on the Kraken or something. I don't know.
I mean, you've seen what Zen's boy's rain of arrows can do.
Mm-hmm.
It's hideous.
Yeah, but every turn we could lose one of Zen's boys.
leave him on the shore. Range of a longbow is like 100 feet, right? It's not that far out.
Well, that's what I was
150, yeah.
asking. If we
150.
can fire at the Kraken from the shore.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, if we can see it, because we can't just shoot straight down.
Somebody's got to go out in a boat, lure it up. Hot shots have to light it up, and then everybody else can.
Yeah. Well, all the arrows will be lit.
But it sounds like a plan for next week.
Yeah.
All right, in the meantime, I'm glad we had that session. So, how did you guys feel about today's fights? Your new powers, how your boys got to do their thing, and today's challenge level in general.
It was good. I like the new setup that I have for my squad. With the different spells, it gives me a little more leeway. Especially the crossbows, I can keep them out of trouble and still attack. The swords, I think, were a bad choice for my particular style.
Cool. Zen, your boys were fucking awesome today, honestly.
I feel like giving them 2 hits is too strong.
Yeah, that is definitely something I'm going to look at. I did adjust this octopus for that. What I'll probably do is, I was talking about Battle Master type thing before. I need to figure out what else I can give them, because everybody else gets a second cantrip, but that doesn't necessarily come into play. I'm gonna have to look at the troops, because the second attack for them is very strong.
Yep.
Maybe just giving them advantage, a better chance to land one hit instead of landing multiple.
Yeah,
So-
I'm thinking either advantage or 1d6 for like squad damage. So either I'm going to give them advantage for shooting the same target, or I'm going to give them half of whatever a hunter gets for shooting something that's already damaged. So I'm going to crunch those numbers throughout the week. I do know that the 2 attacks with them, especially because I don't think I really respected how accurate they might be. Um, they can destroy things
Yeah,
rather easily.
all four of us killed two in one turn, or two in two turns. Two toads in two turns.
Yeah, and those toads had like 50 HP. So basically, you saved everybody from the toads, and you saw what the toad could do if that had not had occurred.
I saw the inside too.
Actually, because that toad would have, if your boys wouldn't have saved you, I think both of you would have went down to the toad.
Me and one of Dar's people.
Because one of Dar's people was on 1 HP. Dar actually went down. You went down to like half your
Half.
HP, or yeah. So like those toads were actually in your world.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, I always knew that the units would be something I'd have to play around with back and forth, like because it is a completely different thing. I can't make them as strong as the PC, but I also can't make them useless. So yeah, we're always going to be playing with their balance just a little bit. That's why before I was thinking of just doing this attraction. Well, that's the other thing too. Is originally I wasn't going to give them their modifier on their second attack, and I don't know how much that would have affected them.
I think just giving them Horde Breaker is good enough. That's if there's another enemy within 5 feet of the first one to hit, they can make another shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'll take a look at some of the ranger or the hunter attacks, see what I want to give them, because obviously they can get cantrips. Wait, rangers don't get cantrips; they just get spells, right?
Right.
All right. So I'll take a look. I'll give them one of them. Obviously, the two attacks just isn't going to work. It seems to keep Zunkarat's people in check, but they're going to get that from their rage anyway, so that's not really that big an issue. And plus, with them not having any ranged attacks, that means they still have to get in the thick of it. So that kind of balances them out. Even though they're only going to be taking like half damage. But they didn't really get to do anything today, so we'll see what happens to them. Always a work in progress.
Mm-hmm.